Hello, I'm Economic Development Manager Norm Stevens.
And I'm Police Chief Brandon Berryhill. Thanks for joining us for this edition of City Council Highlights. Here's what happened at the November 5th City Council meeting.
We worked out an agreement with Oklahoma Natural Gas to relocate some of their utility lines on Washington Street between Garnett and Olive. In 2014, residents voted to widen this stretch of road as part of a general obligation bond package. Utility relocation is the third step in a road widening. We hope to have all relocations for the Washington widening project done by early next year so we can start construction in early summer. Dual left turn lanes will be added to the off-ramps at 9th Street and Highway 51. The Oklahoma Department of Transportation, who's in charge of maintenance for the highway and ramps, gave us permission to conduct the lane and signal change, with the understanding that the ramps will be widened at a later date to meet ODOT standards. According to the agreement, the widening will have to be completed within 2 years. We'll keep you advised when we go into construction. In presentations, the mayor recognized several citizens and city employees for their heroic and life-saving efforts to assist a man having an apparent heart attack. Residents Bill Boland, Patty Pitcock, and Jerry Farland were attending a pickleball tournament at the Central Park Community Center when another participant suffered the heart attack. These residents, along with Recreation Manager Thor Rooks and Central Park Supervisor Tanner Wilburn, assisted the man by calling 911, checking for a pulse, performing CPR, and using an automated external defibrillator until medics could arrive and take over. Thanks to their effort, the man's life was saved. The Finance Department presented the first quarter financial report for fiscal year 2019. The majority of the funding for city services come from the sales tax. A lot of goods and services need to be sold to keep the city running. For example, in order to keep one police officer employed, more than $13 million of taxable sales need to be made in Broken Arrow. This is why we are such strong supporters of shopping local. By buying Broken Arrow, you're keeping our streets safe, parks clean, and roads drivable. You can view the city's finances anytime on our OpenGov website at brokenarrowok.opengov.com. This financial tool shows in detail where your tax dollars are going and all the revenue sources the city has. You can also watch this presentation on our YouTube channel and Cox Cable Channel 24. In general business, the labor agreement with the International Association of Firefighters, Local 2551, has been renewed for the current fiscal year. Each year, the city enters contract negotiations with the local fire union. We'd like to thank the representatives from the union for another successful negotiating session, and we look forward to another great year. Plans for the Creative Arts Center are in motion again. The Creative Arts Center was first approved by voters in 2008 as a place where residents could create and display their art. The Regional Arts Alliance of Broken Arrow, the organization raising funds for management and operation of the facility, has raised nearly $3 million to pay for the day-to-day operations over a 10-year period. The Arts Alliance will begin working with an architect to design the new center. Council approved a resolution to support the U.S. Census Bureau's efforts to conduct a complete and accurate count for the 2020 census. The census count not only matters for population measurement, the number of U.S. representatives is determined by the census count, and federal funds are distributed based on census data. For these reasons, it's important to get the most information possible.
In community events, the Museum Broken Arrow is hosting its annual Christmas tree exhibit from now until December 8th. This year's theme is Big Spirit, Little Trees. The featured trees are donated by local businesses, organizations, and individuals and will be distributed to families in the community by Broken Arrow neighbors once the exhibit is closed. For more information, visit brokenarrowmuseum.org. The Heart of Broken Arrow Arts and Crafts Fair is Saturday, November 10th from 9 until 4 at the Central Park Community Center. Find cool handmade items and sign up to win hourly door prizes. Admission is free. Call 918-251-1591 for more information. The holiday tea-off is Thursday, November 15th, starting at 6 p.m. Come out to Main Street and drink tea, explore shops, take a carriage or trolley ride, and celebrate this holiday tradition. Call 918-625-8425 for more information. The ice rink is returning to the Rose District. Opening day will coincide with the tea-off November 15th. To view hours and admission, visit therosedistrict.com/ice rink. That's it for this edition of City Council Highlights. The next meeting is November 20th.
Thanks for watching and have a great evening.